Alright. Ah. Okay. Right. Yes. Good. Yes. Let me just adjust the audio really quick. And there we go. Should be fine. Unless. I don't know. It's hard to tell just by looking at it. But anyways, hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I suppose we should continue with the next couple hundred loot boxes, eh? Yeah. Are you excited? I know I am. Ah. Let's get this over with. Hello. Good morning. Hope you've had a good week. I know I did. It was fairly busy. Got a lot of work done on the next video. Then, once this silly little review is finished, back to Heroes of the Storm. I gotta say, getting a little burnt out on HOTS. Getting a little much. Playing too much for my own good, you know? I think. Oh, jeez, that's so loud I can barely hear myself think. I think that blitzing all of my nonsense algorithm bait in the first, what was it, week and a half of the month, kind of put me off on the game. But alas, here we are. I have this to do. Kind of silly that I've monetized a hobby. I guess nothing's perfect. You'll always find something wrong with doing what you love. Whoops. There we go. Hello, good morning. Grant Pickett. Greetings. Just gonna give it a little bit before we get started here. Like I was saying, I hope you're excited to open another 300-ish loot boxes. The thing is, I didn't take a break, Snapdragon. I played, like, the last 2 days. My own fault. My own fault. I do it to myself. What can I say? I love the game and I love to hate the game. It's a very strange relationship, but I'm sure you understand, you know. As a HOTS player yourself. That's what the other videos are for. That's what those silly little reviews I make that I want people to watch, but no one cares. That's what that's for, is to get away from this game. Oh, interesting. What does this mean? What does this number mean? Any tips for Ragnaros while we wait? Let me think. Just in general tips? I would say you do a lot of damage. There's a lot of damage in that hero. But not a lot of ways to defend yourself. So know when to throw your life at risk. Know when it's worth it to go in and dump your cooldowns, and you may not get out. If you see enemy team engage on yours, and you see a whole bunch of abilities go off, it's probably a good time to run in, pick a target, and just unload on them. and then keep swinging your hammer. And hopefully, the amount of damage you put out either takes someone out or scares someone off, and then that creates the space that you need for your cooldowns to reset or for you to get away. Because if you go in and then everyone looks at you, you're probably not coming back out. And also soak. Soak, 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 soak. Soak, 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 soak those lanes. Very, very, very fast wave clear because of his high damage. So it's worth dipping into a lane, deleting a minion wave, and then either going to the next lane or going to wherever your team is. Ooh, excuse me. I think I'm just gonna get started. Let me bring up my little list here. So, we're gonna skip the rare chests and the epic chests today, because I did not, despite having 2 weeks of prep time, I did not add the little extra things to the list. And we'll consider all of the other chests, the Dark Nexus chest, the Nexomania chest, the Craft Wars chest. We'll just consider those regular chests, because I don't really think they have an increase chance to drop rares or epics, what have you. We'll just go down the list. And then, you know, if I'm not lazy, I'll get the rest of the data set all accuratized and whatnot. Which 10 on 2-lane maps? Depends on, like, many answers. It depends. Hammer's really good at setting up and finishing kills. Really good at follow-up on CC. You know, the hero's stunned for like a million years, and then you go bonk with the hammer. But if you can't get out of your base, Lava Wave can still give you space, even on 2-lane maps. Though, probably wouldn't take it on Hanamura. Not really worth it. The waves don't get very big there. It depends. It depends. Which is not that helpful. But is part of the game anyways. Here we go. Boom. 4 normals. 4 commons. Three commons and a rare. Oops. 7, 1. This is super riveting, I know. Oops. Goodness, you think I'd figure out how to work this damn machine. Good morning. Ooh, our first epic of the day. Epic rare 2 commons. So much loot. Way too much loot. I let this get out of hand. One, two, three, and 1. Oh, what the hell? Who this be? Maybe I should just make a broadcast. One moment. Hello. Hello, T. I'm doing a thing. Opening. Loot box stream. There we go. That'll stop people, right? Right? So many duplicates. I actually, to keep the data set relatively accurate, you'll notice that from the last stream I've leveled up, got a bunch more shards and a bunch more gold. Because, you know, I kept playing the game and I kept getting loot boxes. So I opened them to keep it at 700. So there wouldn't be too much of a discrepancy. 1 rare. And 3 of those. 3 commons. Four commons. Three commons and a rare. I believe that that is the most common type of loot box. If I remember anything from last time. 3 and 1. Oops. Come on now. Why you gotta be like that? Silly spreadsheet. Oh, a rare. Oh. I mean, an epic. 35. 35 commons already. 2 rares and 2 commons. Why you gotta be like this, spreadsheet? Giving me some trouble here. Every time I click on it, my computer seizes up a little bit. Maybe that's just the program. Oh well, it's what it is. 1 and 3. If I was a little more ahead of myself, I would have figured out and ironed out all these problems sooner. But we're flying by the seat of our pants, like always. Never plan these things. Morning, Swirly. One and 3. Have we gotten a single new thing yet? 2 and 2. One and 3, but it's a epic instead of a rare. One and 3. Oops. 53. 53. Not 3. 2 rares, 2 commons. Not a single new thing yet. Epic! We got a epic. A rare and 2 commons. Woo! Hooray! We are already, if the numbers keep up as they did with the last 300, we are already 1/4 of the way through the amount of epics that we're going to get. The Shredder Artanis. Yeah, he does look like Shredder, doesn't he? Oh! Oh, first legendary of the day. And it's, what? Look at this nice little rainbow of loot box rarities. Isn't that precious? One of each. How special. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy it for a second. Ah, that was nice, wasn't it? Oh my god! And in the loot box, we get 2 things that we didn't have before. How special. And a new Barak skin. Fancy. Yeah, right? That was 21 loot boxes. Oh, anyway, the niceness is over. Two new things. 2 new things, in fact. We started at 58 in the collection, and now we're at 60. Four commons. 4 commons. 3 commons and a rare. Hmm. One and 3. Four commons. Ugh. 71 plus 4 is not 76. I can do math. 3 and 1. 3 commons and a rare. Ah. Oh boy, that bit'll get old. I know, right? 3 commons and an epic. So many shards. Even if I don't unlock everything, I will have enough shards to buy basically whatever I want. This is like the opposite of the regular loot boxes. This is 3 rares and a common. Wow. Like mirror universe loot box. I just triggered myself. I don't know if any of you guys watch Star Trek, but the mirror universe episodes are my least favorite of the little subgenres of Star Trek episodes. 1 epic, 3 commons. I don't want to see my favorite characters being bad guys. Meh. Also, I've never really been a fan of alternate universes or alternate timelines. I feel like if your story dips into that, the multiverse, then your storytelling has become, wouldn't it be cool if? And then you just keep going through all these scenarios that don't matter. And then what happened to your canon? What is it really? It's nothing. It doesn't matter anymore. You know? You know? Is that just me? I do like, controversial take among Star Trek fans, I do like the J.J. Abrams films, I have to say. They were fun and exciting, but what I don't like is how he he ruined the Star Trek aesthetic. Because I've been watching, I haven't been watching Strange New Worlds. I've been walking by the TV while someone has been watching Strange New Worlds, and the visual noise, it's like it's an assault on my eyes. Everything is so dark, but there's so much color and saturation, and then all of the LED lights are super bright and there's lens flares. Like, what are you doing to my retinas? God, it's so ugly. So it's so hard to look at. Oh, a boost! We got a boost. First boost of the day as well. I haven't noticed if we gotten any heroes. Whoa, 3 epics and a common. I've never gotten 4 legendaries in 1 box. Grant Pickett. Never ever. I don't know if you can get more than 1. Maybe you've just willed it into being, though. We'll see. Three commons and a rare. One epic. 3 commons. We have achieved 100 commons. Selling cheat for Tracer's reload talent? You're gonna have to explain yourself there. 1 epic, 1 rare, 2 commons. 102. Oh, shoot. My dataset. It's been ruined. No, I've just got the numbers backwards. Silly me. Varian's a lot of fun. The thing about him, though, is there's never... No matter what happens, you've made the wrong choice. Oh, look at that. Cool skin for Joanna, a hero I never play. Nice get, though, I guess. 105. One, two. Two rares, two commons. And a boost. Oh, no, I just want to know what you mean, DFO. What do you mean you have a cheat for Tracer's reload talent? Is it some, like, hidden tech or something? Three and one. Four. I think it's because Varian is just generally strong. He's not super great at anything in particular, but he's not super terrible at anything. Maybe wave clear? Maybe. Not the greatest. Oh. That's nice to hear. Piotr. Peter? Don't know how to pronounce your name. Hope I did my best there. Yeah, it's fun. Fun game. Gets people going. Good or bad, high engagement. You know how it is. 3, 4 commons. Yeah, he's pretty low on the wave clear. Even with that level 1 talent. Lion's Fang. But you still have to hit heroes for that to be any good. Three and one. 3 and 1. 3 and 1. I wouldn't go about selling these macros for HOTS, DFO. Actually, the HOTS community, the people I know, there was someone who was confirmed cheating in our friend group, and they are disappeared. They are vanished. Poof, into the aether. Confirmed wall hacks. Which was kind of strange to see. No, I ain't too torn up to see a Kel'Thuzad main disappear. Oh, yeah. Orphea is really strong. If you're good with Orphea, you can carry team fights. As long as you don't miss. 1 and 3. Three and 1. Ugh. Goodness gracious. There we go. Sorry, I'm having some trouble with my off-brand Excel sheet. Three and 1. Oh, Hanzo. He's one of my heroes I very much enjoy playing, but I'm just garbage at. You're so squishy. Hanzo goes squish. A new Maiev skin. I really like going percent damage on Hanzo. Especially if they have like a Diablo, and you scatter shot him with like, what, 7 scatter arrows? Plus the auto attacks. Boom, where'd your health go? 3 and 1. 1, 4, 5. Shogal is a great hero to play with friends. Especially if you have someone who's not the greatest at micro. Just slap him on Gull and you're good to go. Oops, that was backwards. I did that backwards. 1 rare and 3 commons, not 3 rares and 1 common. Oops. Back to gambling, Crass. I started this stream, I gotta finish it as riveting content. It is, as it is. Just, blah, blah, I gotta get it done. Gotta get this over with, you know? I have slightly more rares than usual. Three and 1. I love Maiev. Oh, a legendary. When I was a wee lad playing Warcraft 3, I had the biggest crushes on the Night Elves, and Maiev in particular. And then she came out in HOTS, and she was absolutely busted. Oh, those were a glorious few weeks. Release Maiev, you just play her and auto-win. It was so great. She did so much damage. Now she's a lot now she's a lot squishier. And they also nerfed her damage. But she's still very effective. And any opportunity I can to play her, I will take it. But that opportunity does not come up. Oh, my second legendary. And it's also another skin that I didn't have. Luck is on our side today. 2 commons. And a rare. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Day 1 Garrosh? Yeah, when he when he pulled you towards him after hitting his Q. Oy, oy, oy. Nightmares. 4 commons. One rare, 3 commons. I know, right? I know. 2 whole legendaries that I didn't have before today. My opinion, I love when other people play Mal'Ganis. I hate playing Mal'Ganis, personally. I just cannot. He gets hit in the face a lot, and he's really kiteable and interruptible, and so you just get beat up constantly trying to get into the enemy team or around the enemy front line, and I do not enjoy it. I don't like getting punched in the face. Hot take. Whoops. There we go. Almost messed up my numbers. Yeah. Yeah. Titan Killer on Artanis is... People say it's bad? People say Titan Killer is bad? What are the other options at that level? There we go. I am not concentrating on counting, and so I may have messed up common counter. I guess we'll see how it matches against the other data sets. Yeah, to compensate for getting punched a lot, he's really good at healing himself. But I leave that to other folks, you know, that's not my style. Ugh, no thanks. He's really great at setting up Kel'Thuzad. Fantastic. A nice little 3-person combo you can run is Mal'Ganis, Deckard, and Kel'Thuzad. Deckard and Mal'Ganis both able to protect each other and start CC combos, and all Kel'Thuzad has to do is wait until Deckard slows or roots someone, or Mal'Ganis stuns a bunch of people. It's like free combos. Throw a little Falstad on top for the Q spell armor debuff and some soaking, and you're golden. 2 and 2. Blades of a Templar and Force of Will. Hold that thought. Already farts. There you are. Oh, well, Blades of a Templar is really nice, especially if you've already increased your attack speed. You get more attack speed. You want to attack a lot, gets your shields back. I feel like that's just situational choice. If I had to pick in a vacuum, I would probably go Blades of a Templar. Oh, shit. Oh, it's the wrong loot box, but it's a legendary. You son of a bitch. Fuck it. Whatever, we're taking it. I don't care. It's fine. We'll just add that to the data set as a whoopsie. Though it didn't really give me anything out of the ordinary. There were no rares, so it counts. It's fine. Poor commons. Wow. We're still not out of the ordinary here. The average amount of legendaries in 100 loot boxes, at least from my data set, is about 6.4. And we are at 4 legendaries. So, it's not crazy yet. Don't get excited. Just finish these numbers. Yeah. Oh, but it is another skin I don't have. So out of the 4 legendaries we got, 3 of them were new items. Neat. One epic and 3 commons. Arthas and Butcher. The other day, meaning many weeks ago, I had a team that was running Garrosh with an Arthas offlane. And Garrosh would, when team fights happened, throw Arthas into the enemy team as like a slow grenade. And then he could just walk up and throw whatever target he wanted back into our team and they would explode. So that was neat. Leg day. You're so funny. Silly, silly. Silly cross. 2 commons, 2 rares. Like I said, we're still not outside of normalcy. We're still not. He won. Though we are a little bit higher on rares than normal. I wonder why. Just luck? 3 commons and a rare. Four commons. Boo. How unexciting. Did we get any heroes? I didn't notice. Four commons. On epic, 3 commons. One, 2. Rare, epic, commons. Yeah, right. Another day of loot indeed, it man. We gotta get this done. I gotta finish something that I started, you know? Can't just let it sit forever. As exciting as this stream is. Ah, I said. Busy, thank you. Busy. Oh, here we go. Okay. Another legendary. This will make 5. We'll make 5 legendaries. We have reached the low end of the average amount of loot boxes per, or of legendaries per 100 loot boxes. Okay, so any more than this, we'll start to raise the average. Duplicate, but that's fine. It seems that way. It seems that way, but I have the Excel sheet up here next to me, and all of the previous 100 boxes opened are also sitting at 5 legendaries, which is what we're at. And I only have 24 to go. So if we get more legendaries in these next 24 loot boxes, then you can say I'm lucky. But until then, the numbers aren't lying. Two and two. What is strange is we have about 10 more rares at this point than the last 100, but we have about 30 fewer commons. Which I feel is incorrect. But unless I messed up that much, and I don't think I did. I'm not totally stupid, just a little stupid. I think we're skewing a little bit more towards the rares in this century. Four commons? Of course I say that. Three commons and a rare. Okay, now you can say I'm lucky, because we are above the average. Crazy. Blizzard's paying attention, maybe? Maybe? Another duplicate, but that's fine. The best way to make cash in HOTS? There is a small little, it's not really an exploit, it's just a well, depends on how you define an exploit. There is this quest system here, right? So it will always give you a quest that you don't have every day. And if you get a whole bunch of 200 gold quests, it'll give you, you know, 300 to, what is the other one, 800 or whatever. So if you don't complete quests that don't give you a lot of money, you will keep getting quests that give you a lot of money. And you can kind of abuse that daily to have a higher overall average gold income. Sort of. Slime's brother explained it to me, and I don't think I conveyed it quite so accurately just now. But the point is, if you only do the quests with more than 200 gold as a reward, you will continue to get quests with more than 200 gold as a reward. You can kind of game the system that way. Other than that, get every hero to level 5, because you get bonus 500 gold once you hit level 5 on a hero, I believe. Music. She stopped. Fixed it. 3 in 1. Hacker indeed. 1 rare, 1 epic, and 2 commons. Two rares, 2 commons. Two rares, 2 commons. See, there it is. You just will it into being. HOTS is connected to your vibes, I guess. 3 rares and a common. One rare, 3 common. $12 loot boxes to go, and we are 3 rares more than the previous highest one. So I guess we're not that far off. Very consistent. Very consistent, I have to say. 1 epic, 1 rare, 2 commons. And more. 3 commons and a rare. One epic and 3 commons. We do actually have a higher than average amount of non-commons in this 100 loot box endeavor. We have more legendaries than average. We have more epics than average. We have more rares than average. But we have less commons than average, which is a fine trade, if you ask me. Three and 1. Oops, I forgot what the number was. There it is. It's because Ragnaros is like just damage. He just brings a lot of damage. You can surprise people with the amount of burst he has. Because they don't expect... Because that hammer hurts. I believe it's top 3 in terms of auto attack damage in the game. Like Hanzo, Stukov, and Ragnaros. Damn it. There it is. 4 commons. If I say it out loud, it's easier to track. Yeah, solo queue Ragnaros is a nightmare. Pretty much what? Pretty much any melee you go into solo queue is going to be just torture because you're probably going to be up there alone and you might not be equipped to deal with what the other team has. Legendary, rare, 2 commons. Look at that, 7. Five more. The commons have caught up, the rest of them, which is kind of funny. I keep saying words and then I'm immediately proven wrong. Three commons and an epic. Yeah, no, still remarkably consistent. Just slightly higher than average on the good stuff. But then I get all these commons right at the end here. It kind of balances out. Butcher's a decent frontline because of how hard his engage is. And even if he doesn't have his meat, he'll eat so many cooldowns that when he dies, your team can just clean up because, you know, the other team wasted all of their damage on Butcher. So he can kind of work as a tank. Funny. The last one of the century. 3-1. Wow. You know, I thought I might have made a mistake because we have about halfway through that I had 20 to 30 more rares than the average. But you know, it all balanced out. We have slightly more legendaries and epics and rares in this 100. But not by much, actually. By 8. 8 more rares than the last highest, 2 more epics than the last highest, and the legendaries are tied at 7. I didn't notice if we got any heroes, so if we did, please let me know. Ending shards. We got like 6,000 more shards. Yeah. Amazing. Imperious Wave Clear and Jaina Wave Clear. I mean, both of those heroes can. Imperious got a Wave Clear buff in the recent slew of Imperious buffs. They just gave him more. Like 2 extra shots on his E or something like that. Or an extra target or something. So he can do it now. Jaina, you just have to push one button. Before we start the next 100, I'm gonna go refresh my coffee. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. Now, where were we? Oops. Oops. Oh, God. I just minimized everything. Come back to me. Come back. Come back. Thank you. There we go. What'd I miss? Oh. Yes. Indeed. Yes, that was a line in one of my videos. One of the strangest things. I guess I'm just not used to it. Is people quoting my videos at me? Sometimes they'll quote something that they've just seen and I made it like 2 years ago. And I'm like, ha, yeah, I guess I did say that at some point. Because I don't remember. First loot box of the next 100, coming in strong at 4 commons. Morning, Baharat. 2 and 2. 2 and 2. Oh, the 6.5 banner. I should do a HOTS review. Wouldn't that be funny? 3 and 1.